From WBAY TV, coverage you can count on. Action 2 News at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Well, the snow has finally stopped falling. For now, people are still digging out, though, from the weekend blizzard.
And the Green Bay Metro Transit Station on University Avenue is operating with buses running on schedule. As we previously reported, the weight of accumulated snow caused the station's roof to sag. As a precaution, all buses were removed from the garage, but have now been allowed back inside. The administration offices and public lobby, however, remain closed while crews remove snow from the roof to ensure structural integrity. And the huge snowstorm is also weighing down farming operations in northeast Wisconsin.
Farmers tell Action 2 News dozens of barns have collapsed roofs, that is. Nolan Blair spoke to some of those farmers today about the tough challenge that snow has created.
Burling's Bovines in Cicero hope to have this barn up and running by May. That's no longer a possibility, one of the many tough images to see on this farm. The good news is all of the more than 1,000 cows on the farm have survived. But in this barn, the roof section collapsed. Nearby, you can see the pressure the snow is putting on the support planks. Now an operation is underway to prevent more collapses from happening. A nearby fire department spraying water on this roof to move the snow down, while farm workers were shoveling the snow off another roof. You can see how deep it is, putting pressure on the barns. Co-owner Cindy Burling says it's created quite a bit of chaos.
Farming's been very difficult lately with low milk prices and the weather not being good for us to get in the fields and everything else already. And this just adds a lot more stress to an already stressful situation.
The farmers here say they have no option but to keep plugging on. Tying Action 2 News at 6, we speak to an instructor at Fox Valley Tech about what farmers can do to prevent these roof collapses in the future. Reporting in Cicero, Nolan Blair, Action 2 News.
And as you can imagine, this weekend's winter storm had police and fire departments busy. Green Bay police say officers braved the elements to respond to calls ranging from stranded drivers and car crashes to welfare checks. Here's a look at the numbers. Between Friday night and Monday morning, 332 calls were made in total, nearly half of those to assist drivers. Officers also made 16 arrests, 4 of them being drunk drivers. Some of those suspected drunk drivers got themselves stuck in snowbanks. Chief Andrew Smith says the Department of Public Works staff and snowplow drivers made his department's job easier throughout that blizzard.
Quite a bit of damage across the area from that storm. We'd like to say the snow is over, but it's not necessarily true because you're saying, David, maybe one more round coming our way.
Yes, but very much on the lighter side compared to what we just went through, and it's also not going to be as widespread, so there could be some areas that get totally skipped by the next round of snowfall. Now tonight, not having to worry about any new snow coming down. We'll stay dry. It will be chilly, but winds will be light. It's tomorrow that mix and snow will develop, and it's mainly south of Highway 10 where we could see 2 to 4 inches of snow for that reason. Tomorrow is a weather aware day. In fact, a winter weather advisory posted for those southern areas, including Waushara, Winnebago, Calumet, and Manitowoc counties. North of Appleton, maybe a dusting to 2 inches, but as you start getting even farther north, say of Highway 29, that snow may not fall at all. So here's a look at Predictor at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We're still dry, but into the afternoon, we will see those light snow showers begin to approach. But as it stands now, Snow Tracker is still quiet. That system taking shape across the Rocky Mountains. You can see some snow showers into parts of Wyoming, some rain in the panhandle of Nebraska. That system will head our way. Right now, temperature mid-30s to around 40 degrees. In fact, it is 40 in Waupaca. Look for those readings to fall back through the 30s this evening. Winds should let up before they pick back up tomorrow. A blustery day with some snow showers. We'll talk more about that Wednesday forecast. A closer look with Pinpoint Predictor coming up.
Thanks, David. Amid this winter weather, the heating moratorium ended Sunday, meaning Wisconsin Public Service can prepare to disconnect customers behind on their bills. The utility has been reaching out to those at risk of getting disconnected and urging them to pay up or get on a payment plan right away. Brown County Human Services says it's been getting a lot of calls from people looking for energy assistance.
Well, we look at the state median income limit, and we take a look at the income from the last 3 months, typically, the 3 months prior to the application month, to see if they fall within those income guidelines. There also are some non-financial criteria that we look at in order to determine that benefit.
5,000 people have already applied for energy assistance. Experts believe this year's applications will top last year's 6,000 requests. New at 4, a Southwest Airlines emergency landing in Philadelphia turns deadly after an engine explodes mid-air. Traveling from New York to Dallas when passengers say they saw a huge explosion which caused damage to the fuselage and at least one window. Officials say one woman died after suffering critical injuries.
Aircraft rescue and firefighting units of the Philadelphia Fire Department arrived. They found a fuel leak and a small fire in one of the engines on this 737 aircraft.
7 other people were treated at the scene for minor injuries. The National Transportation Safety Board is heading that investigation.
New information: a volunteer group in Alabama announces it's ending the search to find a missing Reedsville teen swept away by a rip current last month. 17-year-old Jevin Lemke went into the water off the coast of Fort Morgan Beach trying to save his father and stepmother from the rough water. The group Islanders for Jevin has been searching for the teenager ever since, but after saying members scoured thousands of miles over the 16 days, the group is suspending its search. Authorities called off their active search earlier this month. Governor Scott Walker signs a bill into law today with 2 major components. It provides a $100 child tax rebate, which families can sign up for beginning next month. The second component is a sales tax holiday for back-to-school shopping, which waives sales taxes on certain items. That sales tax holiday will last from August 1st through the 5th. The governor signed the bill this morning at Shopko Hall in Ashwaubenon.
And so today, what we're signing into law is one more giant step forward. And we have more resources, more tax revenue than we need when we have a larger than expected surplus. Our pledge is to give it back to you.
As you can see, the governor was at Shopko in Ashwaubenon, not Shopko Hall. Families can sign up for the child tax rebate starting May 15th. The governor says details on how to apply will be coming soon.
Today is the deadline to file your taxes or to file for a 6-month extension. But signing up for an extension doesn't exactly mean you're off the hook. The government still expects you to make a payment on what your estimated tax liability may be. If you don't make that payment, you can face a penalty and interest charges. Tax experts say you can set up a payment plan with the IRS to pay off the rest. Many people, though, had trouble with that suggestion for the beginning of today. The IRS website to make payments was down, but has since been restored within the last hour. It's unclear why that area of the site wasn't working.
Scientists stumble upon a new so-called plastic-eating enzyme.
How researchers believe the find could be a recycling breakthrough.
From WBAY-TV, Jeff Alexander and Sarah Thompson. This is Action 2 News at 4. Coverage you can count on.